Good morning. Sorry I couldn't do any trading yesterday. It'll be the same story tonight as I'm on an overnight flight. I'll be in the UK by the end of the week. Live streams from the UK and from December onwards. Be able to do a lot more of these evening sessions for you because I will be actually at 7:45 p.m., which will be a novelty. Let's have a look at some of these yesterday. Predominantly via the pre-match odds. So delivering. I like these odds at home. Sheffield United, yet another clean sheet. They're highly likely to be going back up into the Premier League. Norwich and Plymouth, did Wayne Rooney Football Geniuses team score first? No, they didn't. It was an emphatic victory. They are woeful away from home, but at home, Wayne Rooney's got them tough-ish to beat. Preston red card wasn't taken advantage of by Stoke City. Well, it was a 90th minute red card, so it was academic, really. If it was earlier, that would have been a disappointing performance from Stoke. Sunderland and West Brom. Sunderland having an excellent start to the season, but couldn't find the back of the net. Shorties in English League One. Well, Reading mixed it up against Barnsley. Did Barnsley come from behind at all? Well, they did. It was a 1-2 for Reading. Jay Earl did get an equaliser for Barnsley. That was a potential angle in, if you relied upon the pre-match odds as being accurate. Now we got the Soccer Stats Brigade blocking off every avenue to soccerstats.com, which is a pity because I want to do or research matches like this one using Soccer Stats in this video, because it just gives you a different complexion. But I think we've got all of these blockages now, unless you pay some money. Well, it doesn't look to be happening just yet, but yesterday I couldn't see any of the stats at all. I just don't want to be watching adverts all day long. It's not really my cup of tea, but it looks as if I can dip in today and show you a couple of matches. They just put a big blur along the stats, and you have to either accept adverts or $5 a month. But we get to that. Looks as if it's clear, so I can dip in to one or two of these matches for you using my preferred route at this stage of the season, which is Soccer Stats. Elsewhere, did we see red cards turn into goals? Or was the red card too late? This is another trading angle. It's nice and simple trading angle. You're looking for a reaction. Coventry got the reaction. So that was showing the in-play stats. We start seeing an increase on shots on, shots off, and corners for Charlton. Similar story for Bolton. Cambridge, if they led particularly, no. Well, Bolton took advantage. Again, took them 10 minutes, but a bit slovenly to equalise against 10 men. Birmingham, that looked a good play yesterday as far as readability is concerned. Exeter, a little bit wobbly. Shorties at home, 1.65 I like, but just crossing the line, Wickham, yesterday against Mansfield, and it took a late one. Wow. Could have laid the very late draw here if you fancied it, particularly for a 1.65 shot at home. I've said in the past, 1.4 to 1.7 at home. Tend not to go beaten. Doesn't mean they win. Does suggest they are good trading candidates. Another one here, 1.62 at home. Walsall against Bromley. How did this eventuate? Did Bromley lead at any stage? No. Yes, they did, right at the very end. So you could have arguably laid that very, very late draw. That's a couple of these 1.62s coming up with late winners or late equalisers. Over 2.5 goals. Well, you're going to expect anything else in the Professional Development League? Any delay? Well, we had a nice delay here, so you could have entered the market after 15 minutes if you fancied it. Or you could have gone over. No, that was it. That was the only angle, first half angle, because we didn't get enough second half. But the overs came in eventually. Looking at the Champions League, and it looked as if that emphatic Champions League performance domestically at the weekend where these sides suddenly clicked into gear has turned up again yesterday. Look at all of these big guns. Apart from, of course, your friends and mine, Manchester couldn't buy a win despite having a shed load of money. City, this is appalling stuff. Feyenoord, oh dear. Anyway, Slovan Bratislava and AC Milan. Good performance from Slovan Bratislava. Did the red card come late or early? How impactful was it? Well, it came after. Looked as if just a little slip late on for AC Milan. Just took the gloss off what would have been a nice 1-3 scoreline. Emphatic. Vincent Kompany. Not emphatic. I did warn you. Very dismissive of Leipzig, those odds for Inter. And it took an own goal from Lukeba. So I did tell you, Leipzig, very, very defensively strong in the Bundesliga. Very, very dismissive. And that is not a 1-0 win. It's an own goal win. That's how poor that was. Bayern Munich, well, Vincent Kompany will take the win. But was it a red card? Was it a goal after the red? No, Kim Min-jae, who I don't know who he is. He's probably your token South Korean player, so they could appeal to the Asian markets. Red card, scored already. Man City in final. Oh dear, this must be a horror show now. 4 defeats. Look at this, 3-0 up. It's a touch of the old Evertons. Oh my goodness. Had I been Psychic Sally, I would have laid the bleep out of Man City. Perhaps with a cheeky speculative head-on, laying Man City 3-0 up. Wow. That's exactly what you're expecting of a 1.17 shot, not 3-3. Pep Guardiola is all over the place. Emphatic. That's pretty much carrying on from the weekend. Similar. Man City, one of the only sides really at the weekend, Champions League sides, who failed to win. And something is up. I don't know what's gone on at Man City. The Eerste you're expecting over 2.5 goals. We've got it in 2 of the leagues. Hibs and Aberdeen. Well, no strong opinion. 2.5 the favourite there. Looking on to today, I will be flying today, overnight. I hope to get everything, at least research-wise, done for you. And then I will arrive Thursday evening in Guernsey, hopefully. So a little quiet on the Telegram front for the next couple of days. Let's have a look at some of the research. Again, we've got 3 odds on favourites at home. I like the 1.4 to 1.7 at home, so we'd be expectant of them. Leeds was superb against Swansea, even coming up with a very, very late win. Unexpected. I thought the Swans, the Swans scoring 2 or 3 goals for the first time in a very long time against the top 12. Luton are struggling. Leeds not so. The battle of the newly relegated. Middlesbrough, well, just come to life. So you're going to expect an absolute shed load of goals from them today. It suddenly happened. 3-0-4-5-6. We're talking big numbers here. So watch out. It was a little concerning here. But then suddenly we're lighting up with 3-0-4-5-6. So in this kind of form, over 2.5 goals, goal before half time. The look bank of material today. Pompey and Millwall. Millwall giving a good account. Got a late draw last match. They are battling through, tending to do so mostly at home, of course, in front of that maniacal home support. Derby and the Swans, 2.45 the favourite, don't have an opinion. Professional Development League, if you want to have a play at midday, tends to be over 2.5 goals. Champions League, what did we take from yesterday apart from Manchester City, who did score emphatically, didn't they? So that's the pattern. So watch out for PSV Eindhoven. Watch out for Dortmund. And Stuttgart potentially against Red Star Belgrade. Tending to deliver emphatic goal performances. Celtic have really happily surprised me in the Champions League. Really delivering. And against better sides than Club Brugge. So You'd be expecting them at home today. Aston Villa are playing the Old Lady. Got 2 goals at home at the weekend, but still couldn't conjure up a win. Still that curse of the Champions League. Fascinating fixture. I don't think Juve have too much of an attacking threat myself, but we will see. Lille getting a win at the weekend. Elsewhere, Liverpool Real Madrid is the old humdinger, and Arnie Pie in the Sky Slot is getting a good fist out of Liverpool with Real Madrid. They're typically woeful defensive selves, taking a 4-0, going 4-0 down and then winning 5-4 with 10 minutes to go. Well, they got a couple of goals recently, but against better sides, they are woefully exposed. This current set of Real Madrid squad. So I expected Liverpool today. Could see both teams to score. I would take any 0-2 lead on for Real Madrid. Something's up defensively for them. It's all over the shop. Monaco Benfica, too tough for me to call. Spanish La Liga too. Well, this is what I was alluding to. Let's take you through one of the matches here. Castellón against Racing Club de Ferrol. It's well worth an exercise if you've got the time to research as many of these as you can statistically using soccer stats. And when this website doesn't block everything, trying to extract some money from you, it is the best way to research. It got you that Accrington Stanley winner win at 4.75 outsiders. So it's well worth your attention. It's so good that the cat's having a bit of a meow about it. So Castellón, they've lost the last 2 home matches, conceding 3 goals at least. So only the 1 home win, 2 home wins. It looks a bit worrying. Only 3 clean sheets, lots of overs. And they have scored in all bar 1 of every match since the 1st of September. So you might be able to rely on a Castellón goal today. Racing Ferrol, no win yet since the 20th of October. Trouble scoring that second goal, as you've seen all the way to the first match of the season. The first time they scored 2 goals, and they haven't done so since. If that pattern continues today, then quite obviously Racing Ferrol liable if scoring first, particularly if you can rely on Castellón to score. They've scored in all bar 1 match since the first. This is Racing Santander, I think, not Ferrol in the previous head-to-head. So automatically we've got an angle in here if Racing Ferrol score first. Where is that second goal? I can't see it. Both teams have scored in the last 5 for Castellón, so that augurs well as a decent trading angle. Challenge table, well, it's one of those we don't have anything to work off for Racing Ferrol away against the top 11. But you can infer if they're struggling at home, they're going to struggle away. Castellón, most of their struggles have tended to be against the top 5 at home. You'll be looking to eye 2 goals, as they have done in all matches against 17th and lower. So some really good angles just from a quick dip in. Castellón, Racing Ferrol, where is that second goal? Look to be deserving of the short odds, don't they? I'll dip in with 1 or 2 in the English Championship. So we'll work our way down. We don't have them today. Okay, English National League today. I thought we had some English football, but we don't. So I'll go to that second match, Levante and Malaga. Let's have a look at this. So you've got your Racing Ferrol angle in. Don't score that second goal. So if they score first, potentially vulnerable. Let's have a look at Levante and Malaga. So I don't know what the pre-match odds are. So that's an interesting exercise, researching without knowing what the odds are. Because if you come up with a certain conclusion and the market agrees with it, it should give you a bit of confidence. Looking at this, Malaga are going to be set up to be extremely tough to beat. I think I mentioned that last time against Racing. They have kept 6 consecutive clean sheets, 9 clean sheets in the last 11 matches. Extremely difficult to score against. So that's the 0-0 has to be accounted for in this regard as well. 2 consecutive 3 0-0s in the last 4 away. Make that 5 0-0s in the last 7 away. So 0-0 is in play today. Levante have been scoring. They did have to come from behind with a second half goal there. Second half winner. A couple of second half goals. I'm just looking at second half goals because we would probably expect a 0-0 at half time. So this might be a match. It's difficult to take the 0-0 on. Malaga look very, very adept, but solid defensively, but they're not taking advantage, are they? 9th against 10th. Levante just look rock solid at home, but the 0-0 could be in play. They've already had one against 6th. Malaga, 100% draws away from home. 0-0s pervade. 0-0 is in play. The question is today, will Levante score? What you could do, if it's 0-0 at half time and you fancy Malaga keeping it tight to the 76th minute where they possibly eye a 0-1. And, you've got more goal scoring second half from Levante. So there is possibilities here. But that 0-0 is going to be in play, isn't it? It's going to be difficult to take that 0-0 on second half. So that's it for today. I wish you all the best this evening. I'm sorry I can't join you. I will be up and away, leaving the tropics to get my monkeys brassed in the beautiful winter landscape of the United Kingdom. I can't wait. Really. Yeah, boy, it's going to be wonderful. So have a great day today. Enjoy your trading. I will be on hand tomorrow, where we've got more Europa League football. Hopefully I'll be home in time for that, but maybe not. I'm not too sure. I think I've got a late evening flight from London to Guernsey, so I'll be missing another. But we'll be back in time for the weekend and my first UK live stream for a very long time. Looking forward to it. Plenty of football here, which is why I'd love to stay up for this. Just the sheer volume of matches should produce a trade or two. Northern Irish sides potentially gettable here as well. Fiorentina, you saw at the weekend, brilliant form, aren't they? Panathinaikos, Noah, park the bus, park the ark. The 600-year-old manager, Noah, got an extremely, extremely good quality beard for a European manager. And he's got his sons with him, of course, Noah. It's going to be a fantastic performance. They have banned animals from the stadium, I think, just for this match. So have a great day. I'm travelling this evening. I'm travelling tomorrow evening as well, but I will have a break at Gatwick Airport tomorrow to be able to upload the research for you, and I'll be on hand for the weekend live streams. Every live stream now from Sunday, every live stream from Sunday will be free. So have a great day today, and I'll see you in England or in the UK on Friday.